Hell yeah, let's go, baby. Game day, boy. Stalingrad got the two best teams. Aside from a spree, we got the next best, two best teams competing against one another in the APL Season 3, right? Division 1. And this is basically going to determine who is the second best team in Division 1. We've got Syndicate taking on Helios on Stalingrad. So I'm excited for this. I mean, I've been waiting all day for this. Caught a couple matches early this morning. I witnessed, Chimera coming back late and stealing one on Omaha from Fallschirmjäger. Yeah, it was a great match. Altberg casted that one. Exciting finish. Definitely tune in and check that one out. But yeah, on to this one, man. This is a real intriguing matchup. This is the 2-1 Syndicate taking on the 1-2 Helios. So today is going to determine like who's really the second best team. I mean, right now, if Syndicate can win, they're clearly the 3-1 favorite in the first division. But if Helios can beat them, now we got a deadlock for second place. Everybody's 2-2. So this is of significant importance for Helios tonight. And I think we're going to see a really awesome match, real intense. Stalingrad is I like it. It's mostly an infantry map, and I think this suits both teams pretty well. Both have really good inf players. So excited to bring it to you. Anyway, checking out 93 in the server. We're roughly 4 minutes over, not a problem. But I do want to go over some of the things. I mean, like the schedule. Like we saw this morning, like I told you, Chimera winning late, going to 4-0. But previous to that, I think at 6 a.m., they're both actually 6 a.m. games. Unfortunately for IR, which is a little bit of a shock, they forfeited the match this morning. And that basically gave GBI their first win. And I guess they wouldn't want their first win that way off a forfeit, but they got it anyway. And what else did I see? I saw the Furious Frogs, the French squad, finally get their first W. So they beat 250 Hellbees 3-2. It was a good match. And now here we are, the evening matches. We've got Merc going on right now. And in about an hour, we've got 10th Mountain in Ronin. And then even later on, we've got the Line taking on Winter Wind. So there's a whole bunch of matches to catch up to. As soon as we finish this cast, I'm going to be jumping on those matches and checking the rest of the matches out. So that's cool. Also, we'll just go over the standings while we're at it, just to give you guys an idea of what it means for most of these teams. So Chimera is basically clearly in front in Division 2, sitting 4-0. But let's focus on Division 1, where Esprit, 4-0. We know they're the arguably best team in Hell Let Loose. So it's really a battle, like I said, of who's going to get the second place. So tonight is going to be, important to see who is that team. 97 in server. Just going to patiently wait here. You know what I normally do is I just jump in and then I do all that, setting up the midpoints. I'm just going to stay in studio for a little bit and just wait for the flip and just be casual about it. So, yeah, I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just jump in? You know what? I don't care. Who knows how long these guys are going to be? We're already 6 minutes over. There's 98 in, but yeah, let's just jump in. So as you guys can see, we're just waiting on 2 more players. And I will be casting the Syndicate side, and they will be coming in as the Allies, Soviet forces. And these are my 2 favorite NA squads. No disrespect to Esprit. I love Esprit too, but over the time, I guess we'll say Syndicate and Helios have developed this rivalry. So, tonight's gonna determine, who really is the team that's gonna challenge Esprit. Wondering if we've got some of our guys. I see our guy Widow. Widow's going to put up big numbers. Gas is a freaking player. Pop-Tart, I've seen him numerous times. I mean, everybody on this Helios squad is solid. Bring it back over to Syndicate. Actually, let me just check the roster. Let me get an idea who's playing tonight for both teams. If anybody's Gado Rocket will be your most likely your artillery player. All the OGs are here tonight. It's a big game. Boy, Kydex is in. Love from Argentina. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm just checking all the names. Both rosters are pretty much stacked. It's going to be a good one for sure. We got official map flip. Here we go. So like I said, I'm going to have to set up the midpoints. I don't even know what squad I'm supposed to join, so let me just quick getting everything last minute on our way. Let's see, kill switch. All right. I'm just hoping I get an invite so that I can just hop in the artillery squad. I don't have to go searching. In terms of midpoint preference, as long as it's not that northern point. The northern point is terribly placed. It's like right on map edge. I think Carriage Depot in the middle or the southern point, whatever that point is, would be probably the best of the two options. Damn, we got rail crossing at the north. Give me a moment. I got to set up rail crossing. And let's see, Roger squad. Nah. Where's the one? Let me just jump in with homie right here. Get in and get out, basically. All right, let's go over the rules per usual. APL rules. Protected nodes, what you see are being built right now. Manpower, munition, fuel. Not to be touched or destroyed in any way. The Panther is banned. Tigers will only be being used here. And the artillery gun, just one artillery gun. All the players building, hitting that redeploy. Interesting layout. We've got the adjacent points, so it's going to be real grindy. Wow, we got Romulus commanding today. That's an interesting little... Actually, let's pull off. Let's just get over the point. Okay, they kicked me out of the squad, so everything is Gucci. Oh my goodness, the map. Hold up. All right, we're looking fine now. So week 5, APL, Division 1, Syndicate taking on Helios. About to get underway on Stalingrad. Let's take a peek who commanding today. Like I said, Romulus. I actually don't know who commanding for Helios. Let's see if we catch any of these rocket snipes. Here we go, matchup. Let's get it, baby. Up that progress bar up. What in the world? First rocket shot, second rocket shot. Ooh, so close. Helios almost catching bodies. More on the way. You have anything counter from Syndicate? Almost landing. Helios getting to the point just a little bit faster than Syndicate. Syndicate with a not so amazing start. Get this ticker popping. Here we go. Syndicate throwing all the lights into the strong point. One going down. 2 still remain up. And it looks like Helios opting to go for strong point control, whereas Syndicate looking further south, looking for map control, although still capping the point. Opening's always about how the light tanks play. Syndicate is down, I believe, 1. We've got 1 light for them. Here comes Helios light. Here in Panzer IV below. Syndicate light is in big trouble. Panzer IV. It's got eyes. Takes down Syndicate's light. This is looking really, really good. Even though Syndicate is capping with Inf, I've got to say Helios has got bodies that they haven't rushed into the strong point just quite yet. Wow, big artillery strike taking out a bulk of Helios Inf. Smoke filters. Sounds like we've got an inbound Soviet bombing run. Is playing what it should be, playing that main road, just really cutting off Syndicate, not allowing anybody to get into the point proper. And Helios taking the high ground. They can get some MGs set up. City up top, MGing today. We have a Helios tank firing on the point proper. Things looking really, really good right now for Helios. Syndicate Inf all but pushed out of railway crossing. Wow, Panzer IV just putting in work. Just took out that huge spawn on the OP behind the broken building. I think at this point, Syndicate's realizing it's time to play the flip. Helios roughly 30 seconds away from taking this point, rail crossing and jumping out to the 3-2. There's nothing going to stop this cap. Helios getting the cap, going up 3-2, taking railway crossing. Now let's see if Syndicate was able to replace OPs. OPs have been all replaced. Squad leaders anticipated that. Garrison situation looking pretty good. My guess is they're looking to come up underneath and attack rail crossing from the south. Big play. Sherby and Klondy with a freaking huge play. Fake may or may not be able to get. Wow, gets out of dodge, scot-free. Richie B gets one in the rear. So I think battle is going to be over this building, these buildings here in the south. Obviously, Syndicate's going to push front door. They can smash it in, break down the front door. Mad Cat taking down the kill. It's really just a race. Can they get inside the compound? Got one squad leader and Lucid in there. Garrison sitting on the point proper for Helios. Lucid might be able to lock it out. You might hear it. Gas is inbound. Syndicate is working the cap. Got it about quarter of the way their side. Something just blew that. Might have been Garrison still up for Helios. No longer locked out. So they're able to spawn bodies on that. Now, can the artillery from Syndicate continue to basically negate that garrison? And in the meantime, to the southeast, Syndicate has map control, taking over the railroad. Big point of emphasis for Helios to hold the high ground. MGs will be able to cover most of this area. Trade. Syndicate doing a nice job getting that front door pressure, getting the squad leads in there. Garrison, I believe, that was one sitting here, gone. perhaps a new garrison somewhere else. Tiger tank positioned wonderfully. Can kite back and forth, plenty of cover, concealment. Got imp support. Helios really starting to do a nice job of boxing out and forcing Syndicate. So with the front door pretty much neutralized because Tiger's sitting on point proper, I think the fight will be over these train carts. Some of our shooters here. Got Myth and Kid X. Popping off the PPSH. Be with the level 9 assault kit. Looking to get closer, just to play satchel. Definitely looking for Wix's tank. They're out to repair. Boy, peace, we meet again. Shooting through, getting poop naked. Just firing blindly, hoping to catch some bodies. Helios spreading out real nice, getting their, holding their angles. Definitely getting comfortable now sitting in this 3-2. Helios very heavy on the point proper. I guess they're just anticipating a lot of that front door push, and you can figure out that's why Throat Monkey and Klondy are out there anticipating all those OPs. Nice shot by Poop. Stoop finish the job, and he does. Saw just for a moment flashes, cap progress. Once again, all that front door pressure. Syndicate opting to forego that map control to the south and just going front door. And one of our MG specialists all that prep. Got to reload. IS-2, Wallow Yalen, and KX-99. Damaged but not taken out in the Helios bomb run. Boys are out to repair. Now, I'm sure Wix is Tiger can't be too far away. Huge commitment, once I said, for Helios to control the point proper. There are no Syndicate controlling even the south, so where's Syndicate? They are just pushing hard from the top of the F3, map edge down. That's some long range tank fighting. Where are we? Where's our tank? These guys are... How far are these guys? Holy crap. Oh, that's an AT gun. That's what we're dealing with over here. Big fight over this southern compound. Throat monkey just crushing. Cleans up and gets OP. One more gets spawned off. Richie B doesn't know where he is. Throat monkey with the trio. Huge play. Pushing Syndicate further back. Helios just pushing, shift Wing, forcing Syndicate further and further back. Trying to rush bodies into the point. OG Romulus pushing. All the smoke, get in. Satchel softening up, perhaps. No spawns for Syndicate to get in. I mean, just two evenly matched teams. This has been a dogfight. One moment, Helios has the compound to the south, and check back in about a minute. Syndicate has. This is going to be great back and forth the whole entire day. Second bombing run inbound. Katuska strike for Syndicate inbound. Not as accurate, very random. Wouldn't say it's as effective as the Axis artillery bombing run. Does take out City, who was MGing. That's a big takeout. least temporarily softening up. Syndicate is capping, sector cap. No, nobody really in the strong point. Actually, we got Cider, Davy Jones, a couple squad leads making their way in. Myth, if these guys can stay up, it could get real interesting. So we're going to park it right over here. See how these gunfights end up. Myth going down. Syndicate deciding to move its tank up. How does Helios respond? Moving bodies from the south, perhaps. Front door, they basically have OPs. So I'm not seeing big spawns. I'm not seeing garrison at the moment. They have contested and they are defending. Big satchel for Syndicate. Starts the cap back in their progress. Crazy scramble for the strong point. Recon going out for Syndicate above the 3. Nice. Helios responds beautifully, gets bodies in the cap, stops it, and then pushes out from there. Might be the second or third attempt for Syndicate at taking this midpoint rail crossing. Helios doing a really, really nice job of defending. Wix's tank is down. Just wondering what happened to it. So Syndicate does have, at least for the moment, tank advantage for the midpoint. That's something rolling up from the south for Helios. Can't quite make it out. Sounds like a tiger, and it is. Wix getting back probably up to his usual spot. May or may not be available. So he's looking to probably relocate that tiger somewhere behind the inf. And let's talk about that Helios push. Man, they got all of Syndicate's push out with just inf alone. So you got both Syndicate tanks just kind of escorting one another, not letting them get satcheled. One protects the other with infantry backing it up with Belcher behind. So the south actually looks pretty good. Just a matter of can Syndicate get bodies in where gas is. Now they control the south, and in the front door push, I mean, it's a stalemate at the moment. Wix in his tank moving back up to their familiar spot slowly. Here a second? I do. So we've got both heavies from Helios, and just down the road we've got both heavies from Syndicate. This should be interesting. Where are we both? They're literally 200 meters, 400 meters from one another, yet no sight lines. So we'll watch and see how that plays out. Meat grind looking as sweaty as ever with all the smoke and artillery, grenades, you name it. Syndicate looking to get a repair station up, so they're definitely looking to park their heavies. And I'm pretty sure we can expect to see some repair stations going up for Helios behind that brick wall. So I think the heavies are going to cancel one another out. It's going to come down to artillery and better gunplay. Although the lead tiger is up on the point proper. You can see kill switch is just hoping he moves a little further forward. Ronald with the satchel on the heavy. No imp support. That's going to drive all the Syndicate heads crazy when that blows up. There is no imp to support that. We've got a rogue throat monkey. In about 5 seconds, it's not going to matter. Although it might, the explosion just might take out the... Wow, it doesn't even take out the Puma. Wow, and is that another? The second heavy, better be careful. You don't want to go down. Although Syndicate gets even. Takes out the Puma, man. Crazy. Definitely like the way Helios is playing the inf, supporting their tanks. Might even argue to say they've got the better positions, more cover. A little harder for maybe Syndicate to get in. But I will say this, Syndicate is finally starting to wrap underneath the 5. Another 50 gets you a red zone there, outside of the soft cap. So they are moving up from not only north, but also south. None of their OPs are lit red, so almost halfway through the match. Helios is in control, but for how long? Syndicate is starting to get that map control. As we said earlier, that compound was owned by Helios. Now Syndicate owns. And now Helios has to come across open field. I'm not sure if the MGs up north are going to be able to hold off. I don't know if Hager's going to be able to hold off all the dogs coming in. Front door pressure from Syndicate getting in. Nova from the south. Got Lucid. He in proxy trade. Here it is. Smoke's out. Kill switch and OG about to get acquainted. Kill switch goes down. That's big. Had that satchel. I don't know if he placed it. Stuka bombing. Catch it. Over here. Did it connect? Do something up. Syndicate Inf is pressing the situation, but I'm going to say because of where Helios has their tanks, they're in a much better position. Panther Tiger, second Tiger with Panzer IV even. Looking to take back the compound. Tiger taking down Belcher. Looking for that OP. And we are seeing some cap progress on the back end. House of Workers. Looking to get that full reset out of Syndicate. Just looking for this spawn, wondering if it's multiple SLs. So we've got one SL on the point for Helios. 50% cap. Syndicate's got less than a minute to respond to this. Let's see if they have a garrison. They have garrison on the point proper. Oh my God, they don't have one. They do have one in the sector on the map edge. Reinforced just got popped by Romulus. Yeah, this is panic mode for Syndicate. This is not looking good at all. This is going to force a full reset. So whatever gains Syndicate had on the midpoint railway crossing, you could forget it. With that forced respawn, you can see now all of Helios, OG Panda. These were the positions that were taken up by Syndicate prior to the cap on that fourth point. Now, Helios owns the area adjacent. Interesting moment now. Helios seems to at least they're interested in throwing their Panzer IV and some more of their Inf, but they are spread out. The lines are spread out. It does offer Syndicate at least a little bit of a chance. You've got one squad leader in Myth. He goes down. That might be his OP out there. Proxy gets taken out. Bombing run from looks like a Helios bomb run. So halfway through the match, Just a quick recap of the first 45. Helios came out, back and forth battle for the mid, and after about a good 4 or 5 minute fight over mid, Helios prevailed, and we've been sitting 3-2 pretty much now for about the last 30. Syndicate has flexed the midpoint, rail crossing 3 or 4 times, and each time Helios did a nice job, responded. Things were sweaty for such a long time. It's now opened up a little bit since Syndicate had to pull all their bodies off of front door pressure. And now the line has been moved back roughly 200 meters. Quick map check. Got 2 SLs for Syndicate. Gary network is really looking sad. I mean, there's really not much going on. I'm not sure if that's where they want to place it. Maybe that was a hurried garrison. But you're sitting 1 map edge at the bottom. You've got 2 in the 4, or the 5 and the 6, but nothing in the sector where you need them. So Syndicate is still reeling from that Helios push. It's going to take a minute for them to regroup. Interesting lines right now. We've got Helios pushing hard for 4th point. Basically trying to push the sector out. Rail crossing the midpoint. Leaving just a skeleton crew to defend. And really just interested in controlling certain key areas like this compound, which they own. Syndicate's going to need that. And the area right in front of me right here, they're going to need to regain that as well. So front door pressure is a must. The back door pressure is fine. If they can get in and draw enough, perhaps they get bodies to redeploy. Big spawn. Looks like Daddy took out a couple. Kill switch is still up. Garrison is going to be camped. Will he go for the satchel on it, or will he just take it? Not sure what he's going to do. He's going to go for the pull. He's getting hit. Suzuki trying to pistol whip him. Kill switch gets. Nice play. Nice play. Takes out the garrison and the guy trying to defend it. Interesting. Garrison, super important. Oh, hey, how about that? Precision strike? Question mark? Maybe. But this garrison, they're going to need that as well. Where's this garrison? Just sitting here in the 5 on the tracks. But honestly, Helios is having a day. Infantry playing extremely well. I mean, they are literally forcing Syndicate back onto the fourth House of Workers. Approaching the final third of the match, and it's looking pretty tough for Syndicate. I ain't gonna lie. Fuel looking decent. I mean, almost ready for their next heavy, plus 90, and they're gonna need all the tanks they can get. I mean, there's absolutely no way they're gonna break this front line just inf alone. Trying to build a repair station perhaps here. Tough sledding. I mean, Helios has got front door covered. And this is the advantage of having that high position shooting down. Plenty of cover. Another Katuska strike coming from Syndicate. The Katuska, no infantry waiting for him. Helios is in the soft cap, I should say, just top of the map. Just looking to be a thorn in the side, so anytime Syndicate even thinks of overcommitting inf, these guys are just on the doorstep. If they can get somehow into the building of House of Workers, and that might be possible, because I'm not seeing tanks holding. Oh, disregard. Yeah, there is tank. Was tank And there's possibly, is there one further down? Okay. Syndicate is doing a good job of watching this main road so the inf can't just run across free into their fourth point. But time is not on their side. 30 minutes. And you've got a lot of ground to make up. You got to do it in stages. They got to get this position back first. And Helios has tank advantage. And Inf is playing extremely well. What can you say? Helios is just surgical tonight. Looking really strong. Got Syndicate backed up on their fourth point, having a fight off the strong point itself. Constantly putting pressure from Widow, forcing guys to get over there and keep cleaning that area out to the north. And that's all just taking time away from Syndicate because they have to get these buildings. Without these buildings to the front, it doesn't matter. Area to the south, not as important. You need that front door pressure. Helios keeps pushing, getting closer and closer with each minute. A little bit of hope. We have a Syndicate heavy IS-2. Wow, frames have taken a shit, as you guys can see. On the struggle bus trying to get this camera moving. We're just going to park it and wait for that to end. Best case scenario, if Helios overcommits to that front door push and doesn't designate enough bodies for this compound to the south, I mean, they might slightly open up the door for railway crossing. Although, when you have defense sitting in the back, Sizz is just watching everything happen right in front of him. He's got all the cards covered. If he stays up here, along with the Tiger tank, and we've got an AT gun for the 2-tap if needed. Helios is looking great. Strong position. We've got a Panzer IV joining. Time is running real short on Syndicate. In case you guys were wondering, also the schedule, we've got Merc going on right now, and we just are about to get 10th Mountain underway, and then shortly after that we're going to have the Line and Winter Wind taking on the Line, I said, yep, at 10:30. So after this ends, make sure you guys tune in for that one. Also, if you guys were interested in finding out more information, you guys can jump over on the APL Discord. And if you're also interested in maybe joining one of these teams, we've got Helios. We have their Discord information as well as Syndicate if you guys are interested in checking them out, potentially joining, getting involved in the comp scene. One Syndicate tank, second Syndicate tank. 20 minutes. Chop off 2 for the cap time. You got 18 minutes. Syndicate looking like a full commit, going south, coming up via the compound. Something just shot that heavy. Here we go. Tiger just took a shot from God knows where. Full retreat. Tiger taking the opportunity. He's got to play. I'm assuming at this point, Helios is plenty of fuel. Gonna send one of these Tigers out, destroy as much as it can. Stuka bombing out in the distance. Just missing its target. Richie B trying to make the play. Tiger's out repairing. Frank's got it loaded up. Joe, 450, MVP. Ass Vandal with the satchel. They're trying to blow this guy to high heaven here. Richie B with the satchel on the tank. That's the one that's going to count. The other one, just a loud explosion, but this one is going to count. How are we looking on the strong point itself? Syndicate able to work a couple. Big push from the south. Syndicate owns the south. How does Helios respond? They're just going to start shifting guys over. Kid X getting dropped. Tough night for the Syndicate Inf, at least so far. Really hard. Sizz up there, watching everything happen right in front of him. You're looking, you know, how do you play rail crossing? Get your tank up top. Get your MG on top of the building, and you control the compound to the south. And it's just rinse and repeat. Front door. Locked down. Syndicate was able to root out Widow, the squad leader from Helios. Shen, Nova, taken back to space. we talked about earlier, you need to control the area front door. Syndicate has now done that. The imp worked their way up into position to have a chance. Looks like Shadow. Shadow was able to get that OP. It looks like it was OP. Need to check the wreckage. I think we had a successful P-strike. It's marked. And success. Wix is bailing out with his Tiger. Taking cover. Hoping to get that bad boy repaired up in time before the Syndicate Inf shows up. Shadow taking out Huzzah. Doesn't look like the barrel. Oh my god, the barrel's gonna get around this nut. He does not see Wix repairing. Now Smilk, level 9. If he could somehow get around without being seen. Snarky Snacks also with the level 9 satchel kit. Wix tank, at least for now, not in, immediate. But I tell you what, the rest of the inf is coming up. Wix needs to be careful with that Tiger. Smilk is back. So close to getting that satchel on. Sensing it, Wix is out of there, going north. Inf for Syndicate is finally wrapping. Haggard and Nick need to hold the line. Over with a nice grenade. So close. Chuck the nade. Sounded like an Axis bombing run. Straight through. Takes Robert, takes Shadow. Smart use of the bombing run. Every 10 minutes it recharges, so Commander for Helios has that one final bombing run if they need it. And you never know, they might actually need it because Syndicate is now back on front door. Took them about 30 minutes to get back everything that they lost. But front door looks open again. Tank situation. How do we look on tanks? We've got one heavy. We've got a medium on a YOLO. 940. So they can get another tank in here. Oh, peace. on an island. Sails that one. Zesty. Make it spicy, honey. Ugh. Katuska. Just in time for Syndicate. Let's see what happens. Obviously hitting the main strong point here. Let's get settled in. Literally waited to the last minute to pull it. Syndicate will have one last bombing run, but it's literally going to be at the final seconds. Again, Katuska bombing run's not as precise and effective, I think, as their counterpart, the German bombs. Big Daddy taking down our man City. Oh, grenade. Where in the hell was that? Was that Zest? Might have been Zest with the grenade. Huge. Back to the front door. Kill switch getting the 2. Avoiding the artillery. Ah, not that one though. So tough. Infidel Knight and Tree just prime position. Capping, sleeping on the 4th. House of Workers, more than a little bit. Two-thirds capped, roughly 45 seconds. Helios clearly owns the strong point. Let's see what this garrison network looks like. Non-existent. 2 tanks looking to dive. No garrisons. I'm calling this 4-1. This is not looking good for Syndicate at all. Gonna have to scramble. They're not gonna save the point. This is easily gonna go up. 4-1 in a second. Now can they hold? That is not the brewery. I didn't think I would need to load up the House of Workers, but it is 4-1 for Helios. Let's see if Syndicate was actually able to pull up a garrison. No, there's nothing in the way of garrisons. OPs are all down. Just Nagant. Twad has. Easy just went up Shen. Shadow needs to pop his myth. Flint Sky. And this is going to look like it's a solid cap because I'm not seeing much in the way of a Syndicate counter for this. Supplies just went down. Bama's about to build garrison. Supplies going down in the red zone. But Axis also had their supplies just drop for competing garrison. Now with that time, that only leaves about a minute left for Syndicate to figure it out. Again, 2 minutes per point. It's 2 minutes for this, 2 minutes for the mid. That's 4 minutes. You got 54 seconds. And I feel like it's a GG. And we're starting to see Helios, after starting off the season kind of rough and 0-2. This is their second win. And now pulls them even with Syndicate for a second place tie, with a spree being top the board 4-0. Counting it down, 10 seconds. This is all but done. And we can just say it right now. Congratulations. Helios. Dominant. Pretty much from start to finish. There were a couple moments where Syndicate was pulling the point, but I don't think it was really ever in true contention. And what does that do? We'll just pull the standings up right quick. Like I said, a spree going with the dub. This is their bye week. They're 4-0. Syndicate now drops to 2-2. Helios drops 2-2. Now the win differential, I think that's now going to put Helios actually slightly ahead with the cap differential. So technically, Helios is firmly in second place, with Infiltration and Gary Brusters sitting both at 1-3. Well, we got the time. Just want to shout out our sponsor, Kwanzaa. I've been hearing nothing but great things about the servers. Make sure you guys that are community managers that are listening to this, check them out. Prices are good. The hardware is awesome. People that I know, that I play with, are saying the performance on these servers are outstanding. Much better than what we're currently using with G-Portal and a couple of other providers. They might be looking to finish the show. If we're not careful. This could be a 5-0. They are on pace to pull this out. 5-0. Does Syndicate have a garrison? They have one. It's getting flagged. It's now locked out. This is a problem. Syndicate might get wiped 5-0. They're sitting roughly 25 seconds ahead of the cap. So for Syndicate to avoid the 5-0, they need to contest for 25 seconds. And I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're sitting at a 5-0. And don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, appreciate the likes, comment, subscribe, share it. If you like comp, let somebody know about what we're doing over here. Yeah, we're only seconds away now. 30 seconds away from a 5-0 for Helios. Let's just pull up the stats for anybody interested at home, see who played well. We'll run the Helios stats as soon as it finishes. What did I say, 25 seconds? I was off by a second, 24 seconds. Wow. Let's hop back in the studio. Man, I was impressed. Holy shit. Helios is the real deal, man. I thought Syndicate was back, and seen a lot of their players that went and hopped on other teams like 82nd. Some of them went to a spree. A lot of them came back. But let me tell you, Helios, they performed well. I mean, I thought this match was a pick'em. I wasn't expecting like a 5-0 in any sort of way. But yeah, looking great. Does a lot for the team's confidence, obviously, that with this win, they're definitely feeling really good about their chances now. It's really all about securing the playoffs. I think both teams will make the playoffs. I think it's going to be either GBI or Infiltration that's going to miss the playoffs. Top 4 go on. So, yeah, I guess this is just for seeding and who plays who. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Once again, the schedule, which just popped that up. If you guys were interested in checking out some of the other matches, 10th Mountain is going off right now. I want to check that out. Ronin is undefeated. I want to see how good those guys are. They're top of their division, which is Division 4. Division 4 for Ronin. And then definitely going to check out the line, the other NA team, see how they do against the Winter Wind, which is the Chinese team pulling for the line. Hopefully they can get a dub. So anyway, like I said earlier, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And we'll definitely get you on the next one. Peace.